Alright, guys. Welcome back to Manga Danmei Mondays. We're going to start with the Danmei that I am currently reading, which is Husky and His White Cat Shizune. I am on volume 3. I would probably be all caught up with this if the fact that I didn't have to take emotional breaks all the time. I'm also reading this as part of a book club with a couple of my besties. So, I get caught up and then I have to wait, or I'm the one that has to do the catching up and then I just have to jump straight into the next section. But speaking of Husky and His White Cat Shizune, it is Moran's birthday. So here, we're just gonna give him a birthday hug. Oh, happy birthday, Moran. Happy birthday, Moe, you idiot. You're such an idiot, but we love you. There. Birthday hugs given. But yeah. As I've said about this series before, this series is fantastic. I understand now why people love Meat Bun. Her writing is really, really good. It's crazy. You can literally go from like laughing out loud, 3 pages later, you're sobbing. Like, it's such an intense wave of emotions. It's pretty wild. But it's really, really good. It's not for everyone. I am gonna be straightforward with that. If you don't love intensity, I would definitely look up the trigger warnings for this one. But I am loving this series. Like I said, this is volume 3. Lots of intense emotions happen in volume 3. I have ugly cried so many times. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I'm finally caught up with this with my book club, which means I'm probably going to start something else this week as well to read on the side. I'm thinking maybe Thousand Autumns might be what I start, but I was also thinking of starting Heaven Officials, so I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to wait on Heaven Officials because I think I'm supposed to read that with my podcast buddy Dupree. Moving on to the manga that I read this past week. I read volume 7 of My Love Mix-Up. This is such a cute series. Holy moly. It has a live action adaptation, which I have not been able to watch yet. I'm pretty sure it's on Viki. This particular one, it's really interesting because it's about 2 couples, basically. The main couple is 2 boys, and then the side couple is a boy and girl, but it kind of happens all on accident. I will say that volume 1 of this series is probably the manga I got the single most, like, intense case of secondhand embarrassment. Was volume 1 to this series. If you don't know what the premise of this series is, it has to do with it's a mix-up. There's someone thinks that someone likes someone and they like someone, and then they find out that that person likes someone else entirely, but there was a fake confession, and through that fake confession, real feelings begin. So it's really cute. It's really silly, but also totally heartfelt and serious. This particular volume is about our main couple go to Kyoto to check out a university, and it's about whether or not they are going to go to university together. And then the other couple, we meet the parents of the girl, and it's pretty hilarious. Like, you find out what her parents used to do, and it's really funny, and like the boyfriend feels like he's gonna die. It's so good. This volume there's 2 more volumes after this. This is only a 9-volume series. I have the next 2 volumes. I'm really excited to read them. The other thing, I am usually really on top of Bean Counter as soon as it comes out, but I don't know. I was in a weird place when this came out, and I dragged my feet. So I finally read Bean Counter, volume 3. which I loved because, well, I mean, I loved volume 1 and 2, but this particular volume, I feel like we're starting to see more of, gosh, we're just starting to see more actual kind of relationship development, as far as like, he's like super grumpy about Kondo's health. And it's like, it's starting to feel like, okay, I feel like you care for more than just being nice and feeling responsible. So I'm hoping, I have volume 4. It's right here on my TBR cart next to me, so hopefully I will get to that this week. But I am looking forward to reading that. But yeah, still loving this. For those of you who don't know, if you prefer light novels over manga, the light novels for these just did start coming out. You can pick up volume 1, you know, at bookstores, on Amazon, so on and so forth. The one I was most excited about is I Cannot Reach You volume 7. This came out end of February, but I wasn't able to pick it up until just recently. I love this series so much, guys. This series is so cute. This is such a soft, slow burn, childhood friends to lovers. It's just so good. If you like Sasuke and Miyano, and you haven't read this one, please pick this one up, give it a chance. If you don't have access to, like, if you don't want to pick up the manga, but you're really interested in the story, there is a live action adaptation on Netflix that is not terrible. It's because it's not a Netflix adaptation, quote unquote. It's just on Netflix. But yeah, it's called I Cannot Reach You. This particular volume was really good because it's about, Kakeru finally admits his feelings, reciprocating his feelings to Yamato, and they kind of like discuss like what they are. They're like, oh my gosh, are we dating? Are we? And it's just really good, and I love it so much. And it comes out, it's like once every 6 months if I'm lucky. So it's like, please. And of course the art is just so beautiful. It's such a simple but beautiful style. Like, I love it so much. It's just so good. So wholesome. I have videos specifically about this series on my channel also. And then last but not least, this was a reread. This came out a few months ago. I have volume 2 again on my TBR. I just finally got around to rereading this because I wanted to reread it before I shelved it, because this is actually my favorite manga of all time. It's also the first manga that I ever started collecting way back in the day when my B. Dalton, not even Barnes & Noble, B. Dalton in the mall had like 2 shelves of manga, and it was in the early 2000s, and Tokyo Pop initially released it. This is the Yen Press release. The covers are exactly the same as the new premium editions coming out in Japan. I'm hoping that we get X like this, but I have a love-hate relationship with X because it never finished. So yeah, but yeah, Tokyo Babylon, guys. This is early 90s Clamp. It's awesome. It's, supernatural mystery. It's, Clamp has never been afraid of putting LGBTQ themes in their manga, and it's never it's like not the focus, it's just there. So that's the same story with Tokyo Babylon. So wonderful and fantastic. I love it so much. The other thing I read, I'm gonna have to hop over to the other screen here, so give me just a second because I gotta show you guys some stuff, because I got this from the library because I work at a library again. I got this from the library, so and I returned it before I could do this video. So this is how you get it. Let me just set these books aside. All right. So, In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, this is a hetero romance, high school. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you other than I liked it enough that I wish we had volume 2 in the library, which we don't, which I'm going to have to see about getting more. I'm going to have to request that we get more of it. But yeah, this is about we have Yoi here, who is a like very beautiful but masculine female. So her nickname has become the Prince. A lot of people mistake her for a man, and so she never really expected this guy, who is the other prince of the school, to show any genuine interest in her. His name is Ichimura, and it starts as just like he just bluntly is like, wow, you are super beautiful. And then he, of course, had to bluntly be like, are you a girl? Are you a boy? Like, what are you? He didn't care. He was just like, wow, you're beautiful. Which I thought was really great. And by the end of the series, they're like, he's like half joking, and he's like, blah, 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 we should date. And she's like, okay, fine. Let's try it. Let's date. Because she's never had a guy genuinely interested in her, because she's considered more beautiful and masculine than a lot of them. And so they're like intimidated by her. And he like genuinely is like, I think I might actually be falling for you. So I don't know. I don't do a ton. Okay, that's a lie. I do read a lot of high school manga romance still. I've obviously reached a point in my life where I prefer my manga romance to be about adults, but as long as it's a good story, I don't care if it's high school. It's fine. It's fine. Now I do want to go ahead and just slide on over to some Danmei news for you guys. This comes out tomorrow. Disabled Tyrant's Beloved Pet Fish. I don't know anything about this one other than the fact that it has been recommended to me by a couple of Twitter mutuals. The cover is beautiful. I really, really love this artwork. But yeah, this comes out tomorrow. And I'm probably not going to be able to grab it for a few weeks. I am behind on purchasing. I've actually been trying really hard to just purchase all the 7 Seas titles as they come out, so that I have them. But I'm a little bit behind since I've been transitioning between jobs. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. This one's coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow being April 9th. It will not be tomorrow when this video comes out. It will probably be the same day. We'll see when I get this video posted. And then at the end of the month, we are getting Husky and His White Cat Shizun Volume 5. So, by the end of the month, I mean, what is the exact date that this comes out? Does not say on this page. Cool. I'm pretty sure it's like, hold on. I think it's the 23rd. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 23rd. Yeah, cover is beautiful, as usual. More heartache here. Yes, I'm sure. And then not coming out soon. This doesn't come out till July, but I did notice that they put out the announcement for Volume 5, 4,000 Autumns. So this is the Volume 5 cover. Super beautiful. I love the Danmei. Sorry, not the Danmei. Haha, that's the genre. The novel art so much, especially for Yanwushi. I mean, Shincho basically looks the same as he does in the Danwa, but Yanwushi's design is super different in the Danwa. I love the Danwa. Don't get me wrong, I like his design a lot. I think he's super handsome, but I love the novel designs for him. He's just, yes. So for those of you who are reading Thousand Autumns or are caught up on Thousand Autumns, or if you're like me and you're not caught up on Thousand Autumns but you're still collecting it, Volume 5 comes out in July. They will be doing a regular edition and a special edition. I don't think this one's getting a Barnes & Noble edition like all of the MXTX novels, but this is at least getting a regular edition and special edition. So, special edition comes with mini posters, 5 postcards, a double-sided bookmark, and a sticker sheet. So, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be buying that edition. And then one other one I wanted to talk about. This is from a much smaller publisher, Monogatari Novels. I buy all of my Monogatari stuff through Yiggy Bean. Highly recommend Yiggy Bean if you're into Boys Love It All, because that's what they do. That's their specialty, manga and Danmei. But yeah, this one here, The Legendary Master's Wife. This one is also going to be having, this one has a couple of different editions. This has the regular edition, which is just paperback, and then usually get some kind of goodie when you pre-order through Yiggy Bean. And then they also have the special edition, which comes with goodies and an acrylic standee. And then you have the collectors, which is a hardback copy of the book, goodies, and the acrylic standee. And then the pre-orders for this will close on May 31st. So just want to put that out there. I am hoping to get this. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I guess that's all of the stuff I have for this edition of Manga and Danmei Mondays. Thanks so much for joining me for that segment. We're gonna go ahead and get